Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Deepika and this is your digital classroom. Before we proceed, I hope you have subscribed to my channel because this is going to be your all-inclusive store where you can find anything related to ISC and ICSE English. So today's topic of discussion is Dolphins by Carol and Duffy. I'm going to explain you the poem, but before explaining you the poem, I would like to discuss something about the poetess and about the poem as well. So if we talk about the poetess, we see that she was born in 23rd December 1955, and she's a Scottish poet and playwright. She is professor of contemporary poetry at Manchester Metropolitan University and was appointed Britain's Poet Laureate in May 2009. Yes, and about her writings, she has been writing poems from a very early age, and most of her poems deal with the theme of oppression, gender, violence, and it's written in very simple language so that it is accessible to all the people from all over the world. This poem Dolphin is also dealing with the theme of oppression, then lack of freedom, despair, hopelessness. Before we start, let us see what the poet has to say about this poem. The poem Dolphins covers many themes regarding oppression and lack of freedom. It also broaches ideas which have to do with animal welfare and treatment of animals. The poem takes us into the world of dolphins, an endangered species, and asks us to look at the world from their perspective. We are asked to understand how their imprisonment by humans affect them. The speaker, a dolphin, remember, its previous life of freedom in the ocean and the sense of constriction and confinement that it now feels in the aquarium. The poem appears to be a dramatic monologue in the voice of a dolphin. So here we'll see that the dolphin itself is speaking about the predicament, the ordeal they are facing in the man-made artificial pool. They are of course taken away from their natural habitat, and that is not something very satisfying, or that is not something which is providing solace to them. They are tormented, they are acting on whatever instructions are given by the man, and they miss their natural habitat. They are unable to go back to their natural habitat. That is the sense of loneliness, that sense of suffering they feel in this poem. So let us read the poem so that we understand it in detail. Number 1 paragraph. World is what you swim in or dance. It is simple. We are in our element, but we are not free. Outside this world, you cannot breathe for long. The other has my shape. The other's movements forms my thoughts and also mine. There is a man, and there are hopes. There is a constant flowing guilt. So the very first line of this poem, world is what you swim in or dance, it is simple, shows the world of dolphins. The dolphin is explaining the world, and it's a very simple world for them. For us, it might be a materialistic world, where we want money to buy things that would give us pleasure. But for them, their world is very simple. They only want dance and swimming. That's it. That is their world. The whole world for them is dancing and swimming freely, not in a restricted pool. That's what it says. It is simple. It's a very simple thing. We are in our element, but we are not free. They are in their element. What is element? Water. Yes, they are still in the water, but they are not free because they are no more in the ocean, where they could freely move wherever they want. They could go to the far end of the ocean, but here it is just a pool. They can't roam around, swim around freely like they did in their natural habitat, their ocean. Outside this world, you cannot breathe for long. What is this world? This world is this artificial pool that the man has made for them. So the dolphin says that they cannot breathe for long when they are taken out of this world. It's, a tone of desolation, this particular line. It's feeling lonely, it is sad about the fact that without this particular world they cannot live, and this world that they have now, this artificial pool, is not something that they really wanted. The other has my shape, the other's movement forms my thoughts. The other, it is referring to the other dolphins. They have got the same shape like this dolphin. The other's movements forms my thoughts. The way the other dolphin is moving, showing its activities, the same way this dolphin also understands that it also has to perform the same thing, do the same thing that the other dolphin is doing. The other's movements forms my thoughts. Looking at the movement of the other dolphins, this dolphin also becomes thoughtful. It also has got the same kind of thoughts that the other dolphin has. And also mine. There is a man and there are hoops. There is a constant flowing guilt. The dolphin says now that there is a man. Who's this man? The tormentor. There is a man who is there to dominate them. There is a man who's there to tell them what to do and what not to do. And the man has got hoops. What are hoops? Hoops, are those large rings through which the dolphin passes to entertain the spectators who have gone to see the dolphin show. So the man is having those hoops which will force the dolphins to go through them. So eventually there's a presence of the man, and the man is dominating them. The man is telling them what to do and what not to do. The presence of man in this paragraph shows domination on the dolphins. And there is a constant flowing guilt. And there is a guilty that the dolphin has, What is this guilty? It's, the guilty that how did they get caught in the net of the fisherman? Or secondly, it is not able to perform exactly the way the man wants it to perform. So it can be either of these. Either it is feeling sad that it was careless and it got caught in the net of the fisherman, or it is feeling that it is unable to perform the way the man wants it to perform. There are two kinds of guilt that the poetess is speaking about. We have found no truth in these waters. No explanations tremble on our flesh. We were blessed and now we are not blessed. After traveling such space for days, we began to translate. It was the same space. It is the same space, always. And above, it is a man. This particular paragraph shows, how constricted these dolphins are. And the dolphins here are regretting. They're feeling sad when they are, remembering how their life was before and how their life is now. So they say that there is no truth in these waters. We have found no truth in these waters. No truth, nothing so pleasing, that could stimulate them, stimulate their body, that could make them feel some sensation like they felt when they were in the ocean. They were tremendously happy, excited to swim, to dance in the ocean. But here, since it is artificial water, they don't feel that kind of sensation anymore. They are no more enthusiastic, they are no more excited to dance and swim. It's a monotonous life. Whatever the trainer tells them to do, they do, that's it. So they say that we have found no truth in these waters, no explanations tremble on our flesh. They don't feel any sensation anymore in these artificial waters. We were blessed and now we are not blessed. what they say, that before when they were in the ocean, they had that lucky charm. They were feeling very lucky. But now, in this artificial water, they don't feel fortunate anymore. They don't feel lucky anymore. Because it's a confined area and they don't see any opportunity of, of reality of where they can enjoy and dance freely. It's a routine, it's a monotonous routine that they has to follow every time. Maybe for the spectators it's a different thing, but for these dolphins it is the same thing that they have to do every time. After traveling such space for days, we began to translate. It was the same space. Now after they had traveled in the ocean for so long, now they are suddenly transformed into this artificial water, and now they are going through a transformation in their mind. And then they say it was the same space. The same space in the ocean also they were in the water, and here also they are in water. But there is a difference. There's a difference in reality. Here they are living in a limited space. It is the same space always. Yes, it is still water, it is the same space, just that in reality it is limited. And above it is a man. Here man is figurative. He's constant. He's constantly present there to show his domination. Third paragraph. And now we are no longer blessed for the world, will not deepen to dream in. Now they are no longer, blessed to, change the world. What is their world presently? The pool. Even if they dream, they cannot change this world pool into an ocean, even if they dream of it. The other knows, and out of love reflects me for myself. The other dolphins, they are aware of this predicament, they are aware of this ordeal, and out of love they show the same emotion to the other dolphins as well. This paragraph shows the compassion, kindness, friendship that the dolphins have amongst themselves. We see our silver skin flash by like memory. Here they give the visual description to the readers that when they were in the ocean, they were freely dancing, swimming. They could see the silver skin of the other dolphins, flashing by, going around. So they think of that particular time and they are giving us a visual description of that. There is a colored ball. We have to balance till the man has disappeared. And now what has happened? There is a colored ball that they have to balance to entertain the spectators till the man is there, till their trainer is there. Because the trainer shows domination. All the dolphins have to act according to the trainer. So they have to balance the ball till the domination of the trainer is there. And when he disappears, when the man's control is gone, then only they can release the ball. The last paragraph. The moon has disappeared. Moon. This moon is the reflection of the moon which is falling on the ocean, and the dolphins are making a circle, grooves, and they are dancing and swimming around the reflection of the moon. Here in this artificial pool, there's no moon. So the moon has disappeared. Still, we circle well-worn grooves. They make grooves here also, water grooves. The poetess is talking about water grooves of water on a single note. The music is played and they quickly make grooves around the water bubbles to display their activities to the spectators. Music of loss forever from the other's heart, which turns my own to stone. And the dolphin could hear the music of loss forever, loss of the ocean forever. They know they are never going to return back to their own place, their ocean. So the music of loss forever is heard by the dolphin from its friend. And that music, turns the heart of the dolphin into a stone. These dolphins, they have sonar power through which they can talk, relate to each other. So with the help of that power, they could, understand what the companion is feeling. And therefore, when he understood the feeling of the other companion, it felt terrible. And that was a music of loss forever. There is a plastic toy. Now, the dolphin says that there is a plastic toy that they are given to play with and to show their activities to the spectators. But that toy cannot give them that happiness which they got, when they were in the ocean. There is no hope. They have got no hope now. They are simply hopeless now. We sink to the limits of this pool until the whistle blows. Now, showing one activity, they quickly go down to the pool, touch the bottom of the pool, and then they again come up together. They synchronize and come up together, and the moment the whistle blows, they have to come up. So they don't even get that time to go down, touch the bottom, and come up quickly. That also depends on the man, how and when he plays the whistle. They do not have even that freedom. With a heavy heart, the dolphin sinks down to the bottom of the pool. And the moment the whistle blows, it has to come up and show its activity to the spectators. There is a man, and our mind knows we will die here. There is a man. Always the dolphin is highlighting this point, that there is a man, there is a control, there is a man's control on them, and they know that there is no chance that they could ever leave this place and go back to the ocean and enjoy and die freely there. They know that they have to die in this constricted, confined area made by the man. So, this poem has that essence of freedom that the dolphins lack to have. And here the poetess is also highlighting the fact of the presence of the man. If we look at it from the feminist perspective, we can say that the presence of the man shows domination, patriarchy, to those women who cannot enjoy their rights. Since the poetess is a feminist poet, we can take it from that point of view as well. So the poem shows how man thinks that he himself is the superior being and he can use the animals the way he wants to, taking skin, using body parts. And regarding these dolphins, he uses them to show their activities to people, to entertain the spectators. That's all. So these dolphins are hopeless. They know that they are going to die here and they are living at people's mercy. They perform well, they live well. If they don't, they have to go through harsh punishment, rigorous training. Some probable questions from this poem. Bring out the theme of the poem, The Dolphins, by Carol and Duffy. Duffy protests against the abuse of wildlife and exploitation of animals. Explain. Number 3, who is the speaker of the poem, The Dolphins? Is it individualists or collective? And the last one, give a critical appreciation of the poem. I hope all of you have understood the poem well and you will be able to solve these questions. Thank you.